Hi everyone, it's Janae. So in our very last module, we are going to be working on a concept called core desires. Now, core desires is essential to creating a dynamic sexual relationship because what you're going to learn in core desires is what it is that you actually want out of sex. Right, what it is that you actually want out of sex. And while we think what we're wanting are physical things, like we're wanting an orgasm, or we want to be touched in a certain way, or we want our partner to do something to us, what we really want out of sex, what really drives our desire, that really turns us on, is not just the touch or not just the orgasm, it's the way in which we get there. And the way in which we get there is through understanding the core emotions that we are looking for. I'm going to give you an example because this is something that happens a lot. And it's one of the reasons why there's a lot of boredom in sexual relationships or somebody loses their desire. So let's say, for example, that you're a person, I'm going to use a woman as an example. You're a person who really gets turned on when your partner, let's just say, like, is a little bit aggressive, a little bit assertive, might like pull your hair or hold you down a little bit or throw you up against a wall, like really like that energy. Not everybody does, but many people do. Many women like that energy. But what you get out of your partner is somebody who's sweet and loving and makes sweet love to you, and it feels wonderful and lovely, but it's not passionate. So what's happening there is that your core desire to be taken, maybe to be a little bit dominated, is not being met. It's not being met. And because it's not being met, sex is okay, but it doesn't have that passion. It doesn't have that excitement. It doesn't have what you're really looking for. So the more you can learn about what your core desire is and the emotion that you're looking for, and understand your partner's core desire and the emotion that they are looking for, the more you're going to be able to work with each other to help each of you make sure that those core desires can be met in some way. And that could look like a lot of different things for different couples. It may not be the desire that you have. It may not be the fantasy that you have, but you'll be able to identify for your partner what the emotion is. And together you're going to be able to figure out, okay, how can I make that happen for you? So core desires, it's really the engine that makes sex juicy. It's really the engine that creates this ongoing dynamic sexual relationship. And I'm super excited to be able to work with you and help you each be able to figure out what your core desires are, and then have an opportunity in this module to be able to play around with those desires and with that energy in a safe space. I look forward to seeing many of you in the workshop, which starts again on Wednesday, August 26th. Any questions, reach out to me.